We are back. Coming back from our last break, the question that was on the table was, what is the first thing a person must do before starting a relationship? And it is in my opinion, it is the first thing that a company needs to do to create a proper brand and will lead to brand management. And here it is. Ready?
It's here.
You got to know your product. You have to know the value of your product. You have to understand not only the internal, but the marketing value of your product. Now, how does that reflect on people? One of the things you were talking about is connecting on common themes of interest and all of those things. I coach a deeper, more connecting method, and I connect people on their values. I have a tool called the Values Fingerprint, and what this does is it starts from 375 values, and we pare it down to your top 8 to 10. And these values are the ones that mean the most to you. These have been there your whole life. You'll look at these values once you get your fingerprint, and you'll say, oh my gosh, I remember thinking about that in elementary school. It's part of it is your genetic makeup in terms of who you are, who you were designed to be. The other part is your experience. So it is definitely the mix of nature versus nurture. And there are certain values that just mean more to you than anything else. Understanding who you are, understanding what the value of you are to a relationship. I'm one of those people that I've never seen myself as the provider. Protector, absolutely. Provider, not really my thing. It's not that I can't do it. It's not that I don't do it. It's just, it gives me very little joy. It gives me, the concept of just working for money to pay for something, just that concept does nothing for me. I know I'm squinting, my face is making that ugly thing. And so someone said, so what is it that you do? And I looked them square in the face and I said, I do everything that money doesn't buy. And the look was, wow, well, that's different. Yes, it is. But that's just who I am. The little things that to me have meaning will never come with a dollar bill, will never be something that can be bought. Someone very wise said to me, when they were talking about their relationship, they were saying they were dating this guy, and they were saying, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of money, but he does all the things that I can't pay him for. I can pay someone to do the plumbing. I can pay someone to do the cleaning. I can pay someone to take care of my car. I can pay someone to do all those things, but I can never be able to pay someone to listen to me, to show genuine interest in my dreams. It was this whole list, and I was like, wow, that was pretty deep. It was pretty cool. So that is my idea. That's my guess in terms of the first thing the company needs to do before starting brand management is know their product and know the value of it. Am I on target?
I think you're pretty close. I think the only thing that I would add as far as brand management is concerned is realizing and understanding with the technologies now, social media, social networking, and the internet. I have a firm belief that you don't own your brand. You don't own your business. Your consumers do.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that, because you have mentioned that, and I find that fascinating. You don't own your brand.
Yeah. A lot of people look at it and they say, well, our product is the best value for, value on the dollar. Well, and that's great and fine. And we look at those things and we say, okay, well, the value on the dollar is this. Okay, and that's fine. The thing that we don't really think about is people have a say. People have opinions, people have ideas, people have thoughts, and they share that. And with technology today, they're running with those thoughts, they're sharing those thoughts, they're creating communities and abundance about these things. And you don't own your brand because your brand is whatever your consumers or customers say it is. And they have a voice and they're sharing it. And if you're not listening, you can't become part of the conversation, and you can't engage and find out why they feel the way that they do. And that's why it's really important for businesses today to be involved in social networking, social media, and online technologies, because it's a one-way conversation until you join in. Once you join in, you might have the ability to change their perception. to change the reality of your business. It still may not be exactly the brand you envision, and very much like me, for example, I bought a bow tie in Vegas. My wife thought, this is cool, you should wear this. I think she was just mad because I was flirting with the two girls that worked there. But I bought the bow tie. She thought, this is cool, and she would never tell me to buy something that wouldn't be cool. So I bought it. I wore it to CIB, or Central Iowa Bloggers, one day, and I got a bunch of comments. Wow, we love the bow tie. You can totally pull it off. This is great. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I went to a couple other meetings and wore it, and people, I want to present what people want to them. It creates a little bit of loyalty, it creates a little bit of brand recognition, and it gets people to feel like they have a little bit of ownership in your brand. I wear the bow tie because it's fun and different, but more so I wear the bow tie because that's what people want to see. That's what people expect to see. It's become part of my brand, and my brand really is something that was built around my community. It's very much me